Don't give up. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused.
You've given it your best shot. You've had enough. You can stand down. You can back off. You can take a knee. You can rest now. Do not listen to that instinct. Do not listen. That instinct is a liar and wants to bring you down. That's the instinct that's a defense mechanism. It wants to give you an out, a place to run to, a little place of sympathy. And that is the instinct you need to fight. You need to push back, to smash into the ground. Do not take the easy way out. Do not give up based on instinct. If you are forced to stand down, to retreat, so be it. But make that decision based on logic, not on the instinct of surrender and defeat. Get up. Go. Fight on.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't quit. You're already in pain. You're already struggling. Get something for your pain. It doesn't make sense to go through pain and then not get none on the other side of it. So since you're already struggling, you're already going through it, get on the other side. You're going to catch the greats. You got to get up at 3. You got to go to bed early. Don't lie to yourself. You are powerful, but you have some vices. The only way you're going to be successful is you got to discipline yourself. The problems I got right now, I take them. Because the problems I had when I was homeless, I don't want them no more. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. You just got to quit tripping while you're in the process, because the process is necessary. Pull yourself together and quit tripping because you're in the process.
You need to change your mind, because some of you are thinking about giving up because you're in a season of failure. But just because you failed doesn't mean that God doesn't have a bright future in store for you. It is always too soon to quit.
I would rather aim for the stars and not hit them than to not aim at all. I would rather go after it and not get it than not go after it at all. I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. It's not strolling time. It's not walking time. It's not sightseeing time. It's running time. You gotta run after your destiny. You can't stroll after your destiny. You can't walk after your destiny. You gotta run, because success is never an accident. And if you don't want it, get out of my way. Because there are some people who want to do something with their life, who will run. I'm gonna go for it, come hell or high water. I'm going after my destiny.
You don't know how strong you are. You don't know enough about yourself to throw in the towel and thinking about taking yourself out. Anybody can quit. Anybody. You were born to win. It's your birthright. You will be tested. No test, no testimony. It takes focus during this time with all the madness and the craziness that's going on right now. Putting yourself in the mindset of willingness to do the work after you've done everything you can to get you through. That's what perseverance is. That's where the rubber hits the road. That's how you get the butter from the duck.
Some of you have been convinced you're in a losing season right now because you feel very discombobulated on the inside. You're not so certain about certain things that are going on in your life right now. It is not a loss. In fact, it is a new level.
Sometimes you got 10 issues and they all hit you in the same weekend. It's not long before you feel overwhelmed.
What are you going to do? What will keep you in the game?
when life catches you on the blind side, when the messenger of misery visits you, when people disappoint you, and that's going to happen, when they betray you, and that's going to happen, when you want to throw in the towel and give up yourself, and that's going to happen, what reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason. Because when life had knocked me down, I said, life, I'm doing this because I want to make my mama proud of me. I'm doing this because I want my children to have a better life than what I have. I'm doing this because all my life I've been told I'd be a loser, that I wouldn't make it. All my life I heard people say, maybe take them back to the welfare department. I'm doing this to make them alive. I believe, like Frank Sinatra, he said, the best revenge in life is massive success. I'm doing this so I can become massively successful. Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. So find out the reasons that you do what you do. Find out the reasons that will make you strong, that will make you walk by faith and not by sight, that will make you pursue your dream when everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more.
When you're going through stuff like that, man, it's pretty easy. I almost gave up. You know, everybody has a turn back moment. I almost gave up a couple times because it got pretty hard for me. I was going to ask my father, could I come home and stay there for 3 months and get a job. I was about to give up, and I got a phone call. It was a guy named Chuck Sutton from Showtime at the Apollo. And he said, hey, we got a gig for you Sunday night. If you can get here, we'll put you on TV Sunday night. It was a Thursday. I'm in Florida. I got $35. I'm homeless. I'm fitting to give up. And I didn't have enough money to get to New York. And I sat there and I started crying on the side of the road, man. I said, man, I finally get my shot to be on TV, and I can't even get there. So I sat there when I got through crying. I said, man, let me call back and see if he said this Sunday. So I picked up the phone and I dialed again, and they said, yeah, this Sunday. And I got ready to hang up, but another message had come through since. He said, Steve Harvey, this is Tom Sobel from the Comedy Caravan. If you're anywhere close to Jacksonville, Florida, if you can get there Friday night, I got $150 for you. I'm in Pensacola. So I jump in the car, I got $35. I drive to Jacksonville, Florida at the Punchline. I do the gig Friday night. They give me $150. I did so good, the guy asked me to stay over Saturday night. He paid me another $150. I got $300. Eastern Airlines was open back then. They had a special to New York for $99. So I flew to Harlem, New York, and I got on TV on Showtime at the Apollo. That was my first TV appearance. I got there. Everything I owned was in 2 bags, and they put me on TV that night. Now, man, I mean, you know, I was finna quit, man.
You have got to make a declaration and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back. And I'll be stronger and better because of it. You've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will. That this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You want it. And you're going to go all out to have it. I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation. Sometimes your life will be in a slump, just like sports. Some of the best shooters can't hit baskets different times in games. They get in a slump. Do they sit on the sideline and say, you know, I just didn't hit a basket today? No, they continue to execute. I suggest to you that if you are facing a challenge, don't stop. Stay busy. Work your plan. Continue to do those things that you know that work for you after you have evaluated yourself in the situation. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. You can decide that you're going to change, that you're not going to be a wimp. You can decide that you're going to stand up to life. You can decide that I'm going to live each day as if it were my last. You have the power to make that decision. You can decide I'm going to work on myself and develop myself. I'm going to empower me. And all of these things that are happening to me right now, they're just temporary inconveniences. They're not stronger than I am. I'm in charge here.